You know, it's funny. A lot of guys that I've talked to about cheap dating, they go, well, you know, you're like an older guy. How can you tell me about cheap dating? It's very simple. I made all the mistakes. Okay, everybody needs an Uncle Cheap Date, and I just want all the guys out there to know that I'm here for them. I've made all the mistakes. I'm going to make sure they don't make all the mistakes, and I'm officially adopting every single one of you who's watching or listening to my voice right now. You're my official nephews and in some instances nieces of Uncle Cheap Date. I'm going to teach you what Uncle Cheap Date knows so you can be a successful cheap date. Hi, I'm Bruce Brown, creator of the Cheap Date System. Now, you might ask yourself, what makes me an expert on cheap dating? Well, I don't know if I'm an expert, but I certainly have had my share of, let's say, unpleasant experiences, spending too much money on dates. A little quick background on me. I'm a licensed private investigator. I've probably been on 1,000 dates easy. You ever have those experiences where you spent too much on a date? Could have been $50, $100, $200. One time I spent $300 on a date and found out later, not only did she have a boyfriend, she just liked the fact I was spending money on her. She had no interest whatsoever. That kind of stuff, I hope that'll never happen to you. Reason why I am talking to you is because I have made all the mistakes. I don't want you to make any of the mistakes I've made. So that's one of the reasons why I created the Cheap Date System. It's based upon a book that I did a few years back. I've now updated it. Now it's a digital system for inexpensive dating. Make sure you go to cheapdatesystem.com and sign up for my free newsletter. And let's see if we can't save you some money and some heartache. The money you have for dating, most of it should remain in your wallet. When guys see women that they're attracted to that they'd like to meet, a lot of times they're intimidated. They're thinking, oh, she will never want to talk to me, I don't have enough money, I'm not good looking enough, I don't have the right car, the right job, the right whatever. Let me tell you, with most women, none of that stuff matters. Most women are looking for guys that are interesting, entertaining. There are a certain percentage that are kind of gold diggers or they're totally materialistic, but we'll get to that later, how to spot those and how to not get wrapped up in those. But most women actually, if they're not already taken, even if they are taken, are interested in obtaining male interest. So, you know, approaching women, it's just really getting confident, just trying it. You know what? Everybody fails. I've been shot down 1,000 times. It doesn't really matter. It's one of those things where the simplest way to approach a woman you like is be spontaneous, be yourself, look around and see if there's something you can just comment on in the environment. Maybe there's a long line in the checkout stand and you're standing behind her and you just go, wow, I feel like I'm at Disneyland, or I feel like I'm at an amusement park, or whatever. Just something to break the ice, start a conversation. See something that she's holding, something she's wearing, something whatever. Just go ahead and comment on it. Now, something to be careful about is you want to be careful about compliments with women, especially in the beginning, especially women you don't know. There's a little trick that I've learned from some of the other called pickup artists or dating experts called, I call it the compliment neg, where you can give a compliment, then you say something negative, and it actually draws women to you because you're not kissing their behinds, all right? So a compliment first might be something like, you know, that's a really great dress, and then here comes the neg, but you know, all you have to do is just get a manicure and your whole look would be perfect. If she doesn't have her nails done or she has chipped nail polish. Now what that does is women are generally attracted to men who are confident enough to not be kissing their butt, okay? They're not kissing their behind. And you're going to be one of those guys. So whatever you say, if you want to approach, use a compliment, say something negative, but do it with a smile, act like you're helping her, and it'll frequently draw a woman into you. We're out of time. I just want to say thanks for watching. I'm Bruce Brown, creator of the Cheap Date System, and I want to remind you, if you haven't already signed up for my free newsletter, okay, my free Cheap Date newsletter, go to cheapdatesystem.com and do that. Also, it'll allow you to access some interesting articles on cheap dating. So you can look at those, and you can find out more about the cheap date system, which, as a friend of mine says, is a lot cheaper than most guys spent on their last 2 dates that didn't even get them a kiss goodnight at the door. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to seeing you next time. And whatever you do, make sure you have fun, but make sure you're cheap dating.